Hello everyone, welcome to my new channel. This is Dr. Fatima Hussein Omar. Today I'm gonna share with you how I deal with my negative thinking. And
Okay.
imagine you waking up in the morning with bad mood, headache maybe, and like negative emotions, all of it, and you know, negative emotions, that turns into depression which ruins your whole day and your plans, all because of one negative thought that you thought about, or one event that you say, like one event that happened in the past, which has bad memories. Can you imagine this kind of thinking, or this kind of negative thinking used to happen to me all the time? Every time I wake up in the morning, I used to have bad mood, which turned into depression. Sometimes I used to start crying with no reason, and my whole day will be ruined. My plans, my everything. Sometimes I wouldn't get up in the from the bed in the morning, all of it because of one bad event I thought about, one negative thinking or bad event that happened in the past. I just sat there and cry because of it, and it was in the past. you know it happened in the past. I had all of these bad behaviors, all because of my negative thinking. you know we all of it, it make my my it makes my life hard, used to make my life hard. And so here are the steps that I took to improve my life and improve my negative thinking. Okay, these negative behaviors are negative self-talk. To talk to myself negatively. I used to be pessimistic. I used to see everything, every situation in the worst thing in everything in life. And I wasn't, I was always either living in the past and or being sad, or lack of decision making, avoid problem solving. I used to avoid all my problems basically. I would run away from it. And I used to procrastinate all my tasks. And I have used to have bad communication with people, or I never used to deal with them at all. The second tip that I have is, as whenever I get new, bad thoughts, usually I like to distract myself, with other stuff that are benefit in my life, like reading, like walking, like going with, and going out with friends and families, like stuff that benefit my life. I usually distract myself and and stop thinking about it, because if I give time and think about it, and it will it will make me feel bad. It will mess my whole day. I start crying with no reason, and I feel really bad at all. Okay, the other tip that I used to do is, I still do it, is like, I try to see everything, every situation, what the good thing that happened. What is the good thing? I became basically an optimistic. I became basically an optimistic. I see good in everything. Usually I used to see, in every situation, in people's, and okay. And the other tip is, I start talking to myself in a positive way, to be kind with myself. If I make a mistake, I forgive myself and I learn from it, and then I get over it. And I stop being afraid of my thoughts, everything in life. I start taking step by step on everything. I start making decisions in my life. I stop, I train myself procrastinating in my tasks, but I treat myself with kindly. I think the other tip is I start talking to myself positively, and I start treating myself kindly. I started talking, saying positive. So thank you for watching my videos, and I'm going to make new videos every day. So stay tuned. Stay tuned and follow me on this YouTube channel.